Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Carlos again with Reef, making this quick clip that will be added on the later video, give you guys an update of what's going on. Honestly, I was gonna keep these tanks, but I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So what I decided to do is, get rid of the corals that I don't want, corals that I think that they are pests. So I put things on Facebook yesterday on the Facebook market, and I already have a couple people interested, and just one guy is basically gonna buy most of the corals, which I gotta get them out quick because he is going to meet me within 30 minutes. So I'm sending that little rock, which you guys can see, which is right here for $25. That is a small rock with a hairy mushroom, with a little bit of red discosomas. Then I have this one that I'm selling, another rock with hairy mushrooms for 30. Then we have these golden gonzos for 40. I know that's a super deal for that guy, because I think I paid like 80 bucks for two. Then again, this rock with red discosomas. Then this Hurricane Miami chalice for 10, and this mummy eye chalice for 10 as well. And with this leather coral, which I think is super cheap, $30. That thing's huge, it's massive, is right there for $30. And then the GSP that I'm selling for 25, and that's like a total of like 200 bucks. But again, I don't know what's gonna happen with these two tanks, what I'm gonna do with the fish there. But one thing for certain, I want to focus on this tank more. So I felt like those corals, all these corals right here, are the corals I don't want. That's why they're not in my main display. And yeah, I'm gonna just sell them right now, and I'll keep you guys updated and the later clips for this video. What's up YouTube? So it's been a couple hours after I sold the corals, and now I am back home, and I did a bunch of cleaning, and I actually had to make new salt water for this tank here, because I had to grab water from this tank for until like right here, because I had to have water in the buckets for the large pieces of rocks. So the corals that I got rid of from this tank was a rock that I had here that had one hairy mushroom and one red discosoma, another one back there that had a bunch of hairy mushrooms, and then one back there that had all the red discosomas. And these are the ones that I'm left with. As you guys can see, a couple of discosomas, red discosomas with super freak. I have that candy cane, the hairy mushroom in the back, and that kryptonite candy cane as well, and that large rock of hairy mushrooms, which I want to rehome that ASAP. And now on this tank, I got rid of the big leather piece. I got rid of both of the chalices that I had there, the mummy eye and the Miami Hurricane. And then as well as the green star polyps, I got rid of those from this tank, and I think that's pretty much it. So I got a total of $210. So what I'll be doing next, just save that money and probably buy high-end corals. I didn't really want to sell the corals or anything like that. I mean, even though they're like low-end corals, but they're still nice. Even though they're affordable, not like the high-end pricier corals, but they will still make, I think any coral in general will make any aquarium look nice. But for the hairy mushrooms, that's for sure that they were basically like a pulsing senior GSP, and they were just populating and killing a bunch of corals like they did with my kryptonite candy cane coral and with my Duncans that I had. So I need to get rid of those for sure. And now the tank they look way more empty than how they are. I had said previously I was probably thinking of keeping these two tanks. Just keep this tank just to house my gold nugget maroon, since that's the fish I always wanted when I got into the hobby. And I was gonna make this into like a seahorse tank but I'm not so sure what I'm gonna do next. If anything, I'm probably just gonna shut these tanks down and just focus on my main display tank, which, you know, it doesn't really hurt. It's actually a benefit if I just focus on one tank and do what and get corals that I actually want. Have high-end nice corals, even though they're not, if I don't get high-end, just get corals that I really enjoy having and that make the tank look different and unique. Yeah, so there's a couple things I still have to, you know, rehome. The things that I have right now to rehome is these ones, all the corals here, the Space Invader and the Spicy Lemon Fabia, and that's it. And after that, I'll probably keep these, and I still have to, you know, think on it and see what I'm gonna do with that Gold Nugget Maroon. At first, I was gonna decide if I was to keep my Gold Nugget Maroon or the lights are off, or the Mocha Storm. But I love both fish. They look cool. The Gold Nugget's always a fish that I wanted when I first got into the hobby, but now that the Black Storm it's new to the hobby within like 3 to 4 years, you know, it's also a fish that I always wanted and I finally got. But I'm gonna figure it out. But anyhow, this is the update for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's short, it's random, and just give you guys an update of what's been going on with me, the plans I have with these tanks, and we'll see what happens. I put these tanks as well up for sale for $100 each, with the little stand, the tank, and the lights. I don't know if that's overpriced or not, but hoping to get that. With the corals, I was not expecting people to actually comment and be interested in do a bunch of inquiries regarding the corals. Just in one day, I sold half of the corals that I was trying to sell for $210, and I think that's good money. So if I was to sell these, I'll probably get like, you know, probably like almost $200 too. So that'll at least make it $400. There's gonna be a coral show coming up, Coral Farmers Market in Silicon Valley on September. So, you know, if I was to get $400 just for selling those corals, and, you know, and putting that money on the side and know that's for the corals, then maybe I could go to a show and have a budget of $400 and get corals that I want. Or if a nice coral ever goes on the Facebook market and I want to get it, I think it's a good deal, then I'll have the money there to make that purchase as well. But yeah, I just want to have, you know, 2 tanks. But even though in reality I want to have a lot of tanks, but I know that even though it's possible, like, I shouldn't, because, you know, it's a lot of responsibility, a lot of work, and I think it's just best just to focus on 2 aquariums, 1 freshwater, 1 saltwater, because my freshwater is nice. I love how it looks great, everything's healthy. But yeah, anyhow, I'm gonna stop this video here, and until later, I'm out. Peace.